It's a historic day for us here at 10 News, our first day in a new building in more than 63 years. We're unveiling our new set this morning on Virginia Today. It's taken months of hard work and nearly 2 years of planning, and we are so excited to share with you a first look at all our new set has to offer.
On camera 2.
We're going to turn back to this forecast. Yeah, really nice day today.
Welcome to our new home here at 10 News. For the first time in more than half a century, Roanoke's first television news station has a new location and a brand new state-of-the-art set with all the latest television broadcast technology.
Hi guys, how are you?
What do you think so far?
It's okay.
It's okay.
As Emily Barr, CEO of our owners, Graham Media, says it's as much as your home as it is ours.
That's going to be the benefit to the viewer. So the building by itself is not, the key. It's what happens inside. It's the magic that happens inside of it.
And there's a lot of magic happening these days on screen and behind the scenes.
Guys, we're just going to do the A block.
Our team has spent weeks extensively training on the new set, doing rehearsal after rehearsal.
Thank you, Rachel.
Our production department has put in a lot of long days and nights learning the ins and outs of the new advanced system. Without this team, the newscast couldn't happen. But they'll all tell you it's worth it in order to give our viewers the best. And in case you were wondering, it took at least 15 miles, yes, miles of cables to make this set come to life.
This particular set embraces a lot of new technology, a lot of display technology that's just being developed now.
Michael Wright is the man who meticulously designed every square inch of the set.
It's like having a baby. It's giving birth to something, and it's a lot of moving parts, a lot of interrelated pieces, so I'm super proud of it.
And so are we. Some of its new features.
There's a thing called the News Cube wall, which I put into this set, which is a 90-degree turn of video, which is something you don't normally see. It's been quite a while developing so we could make that corner without the pixels stopping.
Changing the way we show you the news.
So that's kind of interesting, and it'll open up some opportunities for shooting news differently. Instead of everything standing in front of a flat wall, the talent can walk around it.
As Michael explains, it's the tiny details that really make this set pop.
The hard scenics on the set are fabric, printed fabric. Like you print shirts in the store, they now can print fabrics for scenery, and that's built with internal lights so that instead of in the old days things were being front lit from the studio, this is internally lit, so it has a more of a luminous feel, and that in turn makes talent look good.
And that's why we love you, Michael.
Listen, the job of a good set is to not get in the way of talent. It's to make the talent look good.
Our new set enhances Storm Team 10's ability to track storms for you. Technology that helps us better give you information about severe weather and what you need to know to plan your day.
We're going to have temperatures later this afternoon. Get back into the middle 80s today.
This is where we'll be working for you. Just as you invite us into your living rooms every day, we want to welcome you to our new home.
And there really are so many exciting details about this set that truly make it special, and we're going to be able to unveil that over the coming weeks. We left lots of new toys and lots of great things to come.
Yeah. It's like Kid in the Candy Store.
It is.
Like
it's our Christmas.
All brand new.
It is our...
We're ready to play with everything, but the bosses won't let us play with everything just yet.
Yeah, that's right. We were moving in over the weekend, and it's really like moving into a new home.
It is.
It really is. We spend so much of our time here, so having a new space is just, it's incredible.
We were all scared we were going to drive to the wrong building.
So far, so good, right?
Yeah,
We all made it.
We're all here.
We're here.
Good.
The weather is